Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more XCOM 2, where we have kind of the very end of the game just about, but we've got a few things that I want to talk about and do first here. You see, we have the network tower mission, which is available to us anytime we want to take. We have 157 intel, which should be just enough to get all of the perks that are offered in that mission, and those do make the mission substantially more doable, but I am keeping my eye on what happens after you do the network tower, because once you do that, you are immediately thrust into kind of the end game. And for the end game, I do have an idea of what squad I do want to take, with one caveat or requirement that viewers are going to be part of that, which means that we are actually going to need to use something we have not used yet in this entire playthrough, and that is the Advanced Warfare Center's ability to respec soldiers. Specifically, Doctress, you're going to need some retraining, if only because on this longer mission, I want to be able to take multiple med kits and use medical protocol in case we need the sustain, and I don't really want to take two specialists. So we're going to retrain you, and all this means is that you'll get to choose a new ability configuration, but unavailable during the training process. So Doctress is up in there, and that's all good. And we also have Amelie Richard, who we have seen once in the Avenger Defense mission. She's becoming quite powerful as well, because that's what PsyOps do here. So let's go ahead and just scan. 8 intel. You see we're going to go above and beyond here. She gets Fuse as part of her training, and then Void Rift. I was originally thinking once Doctress got her training done that we would try and go in, but I think Void Rift might be worth taking as well, so let's do that. So yeah, everyone's just in their little chambers, getting to your quiet space. I guess Clumsy Mind finishes training and gets to go around here. But we're just going to keep scanning for intel, because lots of little pop-up missions aren't happening. We do have some dark events that are possibly on the horizon, but I don't particularly want any of these dark events to come into play, but hopefully I don't have to worry about them. So we had someone recover from their wounds. Rory has sustained. This is more of a super backup plan in case things go terribly. Plus, we have the space. We might as well be training. We have nothing else to spend our resources on, which, like I said, is kind of us trekking away towards the end. So here's Doctress. You see, new ability, Aid Protocol. What does that mean? Well, she's still a specialist, but now we get to respec. So instead of combat protocol, the thing is that with our Psy operatives, we have a few more ways to deal direct damage. Combat protocol is still good, but medical protocol for these end game is going to be more important. Now, Haywire protocol, like I've said previously, there is some benefit to hacking and trying to stun some enemies and things like that, but I'll be honest with you, revival protocol is going to probably be more important, just in case the bad things happen. The big thing is to get rid of the unconscious debuffs. So scanning protocol versus field medic. Scanning protocols helped us a great deal, but field medic is what we're going to need here. Covering fire versus threat assessment. We're going to go with covering fire again. Threat assessment is good too. I'm not sure if they changed it with the most recent patch where you can't trigger it out of stealth, but it can give multiple Overwatch shots. The thing is that you have to use Aid Protocol instead of doing an Overwatch yourself. So I think covering fire is still going to be good here. Guardian is the definite choice over ever. Vigilant, especially in the untimed missions that are coming up here. And then Restoration I could have gone to, but Capacitor Discharge, you only get one shot of it, but it's still really good. So Doctors, there's your respec. Now you will be taking a med kit with you wherever we go, so that's a positive. And sorry, Lori, you're relegated to backup status, although Death from Above is a very nice perk to have. Now the question is, do I go for the network tower now? I really think I want to push Amelie to have Void Rift, because I am going to be using her on possibly the last two missions. So let's see if we can keep from another pop-up mission coming. We remember last episode how much training we were able to get through, so there's Void Rift, that's good. So Amelie, Sold Steel or Insanity. If we look at her real quick, you can see that she has almost everything trained as well. We just soldier abilities here. She has almost everything. She has everything I want, certainly. And if we look at Clumsy Mind one more time as well, he doesn't need any more training because he does know everything. So that's good. Psi operatives are stupidly powerful later on. Now, the only other downside is that I don't have too many personal combat stims to give people. I don't have a lot in my items here. But I think it is about time with that sort of precursor here. I'd like to get this started before we have a random pop-up mission. I definitely have enough intel. So, there is one pretty big catch to the network tower mission. And it is a big catch. I could even try to go to the black market, because I did pick up some additional intel here, but I think I want to just go, because we can do 44. We have about 39 intel left, which means we may be able to get one PCS upgrade there. But note, 9 enemies: Andromedon, Archon, and Codex. I think it is time for us to do Operation Steaming Peak. In addition to providing logistical coordination for the entirety of Advent's forces, the Advent Network Tower is also responsible for disseminating their propaganda broadcast to a global audience. We need to disrupt the tower signal and seize control. Show the world the truth about Advent. So that's pretty much the mission description. The truth about Advent. The truth is out there, I want to believe. Now, we do have all of these little perks here. I'm not sure if they're activated immediately in the mission or if you get to choose them at time, but still... most of these things are pretty good, but if we hit the launch mission button,
Commander, once
here we go.
On the Advent Network Tower, it's all or nothing. We won't have time to advance our research or deal with the wounded. We should only deploy once we're fully prepared.
Which, fortunately, we are fully prepared. So, let's go ahead and launch the mission.
Setting course for Sector 11, West Africa.
Note that we're using all of our intel. You may say 9 enemies. How bad can that be? You'll see how bad it can be in just a moment here as we drop down.
If we're going to infiltrate the Advent Network Tower, we'll have to use a smaller squad. Try to draw less attention to ourselves than we already do.
Now, this is one of the things that I really like about one of these last missions here is that, well, first off, we're just going to go ahead and remove Kavach. I want to save him for later on. I may go ahead and take Redline, though, because I'm planning on trying to take Amelie in here. If I can avoid her from being hit. Which means I should probably also... Because my final roster... Note here, first, let's just talk about the obvious thing here. 3 people on a mission. That's such a different dynamic. I wish there were more missions in this game that, like, you really limited the squad size here. Which I know that's kind of a popular opinion amongst a lot of people who've seen this part of the game. But I do have some options available. I do want to take Doctress. I do want to take Xenia, Yumaz, Kavach, Clumsy Mind. So that's 5 of my people that I have set as the lineup that I need for the last mission. That means that I do have a space for a heavy, and I think 2 heavies may be a little bit overdoing it. So I think Cats may be one of the best options here as a sharpshooter. And if I take, like I said, I would really like to both take and have survive Amelie here. So what this means is that we do have Hannah Katz available, and she still has her special armor. I think we're going to need some utility items, though, for sure. So I think 1 battle scanner could be okay. You know what? We could actually change her armor. Very likely. Instead of Warden armor... Well, we got to make everything available first. So make armor available. Make utility items available. Now, this is one of those things where I'm pretty sure I'll be able to equip these things back later on. Do we have any good sims here? We have mobility and we have will. I may as well just give her will. It doesn't affect the strength of her psionics, but it's okay to have. As for weapons, let's go ahead and... Laser sight's pretty good, scope's good, auto reloader. I like the repeater. That could pay some dividends here, and we'll give the aim chance as well. All right, so Amelie, you've been training all your time just to go out on this mission. So we'll take a war suit on you. I think the Shred Storm Cannon's probably going to be best for all these. And instead of a plasma grenade, let's give you... Blue screen rounds could be good. I think you should have the flashbang. Because we did see there were codexes on this mission. So I think Redline here, we're just going to... I'm sorry if you're getting cut from the final mission, perhaps, but we're going to keep you in Warden armor for now. We are going to take 1 EMP bomb for the Andromedons here. You'll be our mimic beacon person. And we're just really going to take our time here. So 1 EMP bomb, plasma grenades. We have lots of AoE that we can use, though, with the Psi Operative. So let's just make sure that you have everything that will make you pretty good. Superior Scope, Advanced Stock. Those are all good. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. And then Miss Cats. I'm pretty sure we can upgrade some of your weapon upgrades. Personal Combat Sims. Unfortunately, we didn't get an aim one for you. That would have been nice. Because her aim is better, but not awesome. Weapon upgrades here. We can do a better stock. Maybe you need a superior scope. Let's do that. Superior scope. Advanced autoloader I think will be good. Now she does not have kill zone. So that's going to be, like I said, this is a slightly lower level. She never leveled up as much as I wanted to, but she kept not killing things. So that's how it goes. But this is backup sniper on a key mission here, so we'll just see if how this works out. She's gotten some kills. I bet she gets some pretty good promotions here. But you know, this is going to be fun. Three people versus 9. Never doubt the odds here. Let's see how it goes.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Network tower, steaming peak.
Commander, it's time we put Advent down for the count. This'll be a two-pronged assault. First, we hack the heart of the Advent Tower and disrupt their network before the speaker finishes his latest broadcast. Shen's cooking up a little surprise for them that should more than get their attention. With Advent in an uproar, we'll access the portal and take the fight to their front door. All goes well, they won't even see us coming. It's risky, but it's the best shot we'll get. Once we start this, there's no turning back.
Okay, so hack the control broadcast array, transmit evidence of alien atrocities. Yay! And we're all the way in one part of the world that we have not actually been to yet. Here goes nothing.
Move to infiltrate the network tower. Locate the access point and hack in to seize the broadcast signal.
That is a lot of concealment. Okay. So we got a lot of ambient sound in the background, but you also have squad reflexes, squad video feed, and that's a lot of ambient volume here. All I want to do, though, is just go ahead and move up just a little bit here. Let's actually go to the options real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure. I normally try and do this off camera, but for some reason, this is just really loud. But we're just really going to take our time.
Roger that.
Like I said, just really take our time. Because you'll notice there's no time limit on the broadcast. At least yet.
Overwatch.
So we'll do here. Look at all these abilities. Stasis is as good as a Mimic Beacon, possibly better. Null Lance is good. Void Rift is good. 1 Flashbang. Shred Storm Cannon 2.
Affirmative.
So
Covering
lots of
now.
options.
I'm on it.
Alright, and I think I'm actually going to reload and see, because I think that's a sound bug. Alright, well, I've tried pretty much everything I can, including outright closing and reloading the game. So hopefully those sounds are not too much of an issue, because apparently they are part of a feature of the mission. So let's examine the map real quick. It looks like we have a little trail over here, and then we may have multiple paths. Our goal is probably right around here. We don't have a specialist who can actually hack. We don't have anyone that can re-stealth. So Cats is probably best if I put you over
Heading to
here.
that location.
And then we do have our Psi operatives as well. So if we put
On my way.
a red line over here, like I said before, my key goal is to just take this slow and
Okay.
steady. A lot like the alien base assault missions from the original XCOM remake,
Roger. I've got
which
my eyes
means
on.
we have a lot less people. We actually have no med
Roger.
kits.
I've got my eyes on.
So when we encounter somebody, we're going to need to be kind of careful.
Roger that.
Okay, that was not what I expected you to do. But there we go. Suddenly, I'm thinking, should have I brought blue screen rounds for these guys? But we'll make do. Remember, this is post-patch, post-Mimic Beacon nerf.
Moving out.
So stasis is going to be pretty important. And what kind of shot does Cats have? Cats doesn't have a shot at all. So we could drop you... might be better if I put her where he is.
Moving to designated position.
Because I do want to keep these guys spread out. I gotta remember, they are actually in concealment.
Affirmative.
So she did have one shot there. Now she may have more.
Moving to Overwatch.
Alright, so here's our first pod, as it were. And I can set up a decent grenade. I do have one EMP bomb, so this is not the group to use that for. We don't have to worry about the kill zone changes, because kill zone is no longer a thing. We, well, it is a thing. So we can possibly take out the codex right away.
Heading there now.
We could probably set up a pretty good ambush here. I'd love to leave Amelie available, just because I have a feeling we're going to need her abilities here in just a minute. I would much
Eyes on the
prefer
prize.
to have you all in like full cover
On the move.
positions. So we don't have to do this right now because nobody's moving. Apparently
Scanning.
the Advent broadcast is just waiting for us. So I hear an Andromedon somewhere. And it could be over here. Like I said, we know the goal's over here. There's just so many ambient noises. Okay, that's all the way over here. And the only quiet room in the whole house. So we gotta hack that before we leave. But okay. 2 versus 3. I actually like these numbers. I kind of want to save Lightning Hand, so we'll do
Scanning.
Overwatch now. We'll save you. We'll go ahead and launch the Plasma Grenade. Would love a crit here. I don't want to take out all the cover,
This
but
is for you.
I guess we're gonna. And I could already tell from the preview here that somebody's flanking us somewhere, so... Double crit. Lots of cover down. So somebody's gonna move. This guy may, Where you go here. Now, everybody has individual concealment. So does that mean Long Watch is actually not going to activate? That's actually a little bit of a problem. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that as we can here. Let's see. We have a decent shot, probably with Soulfire. Could take you out, could take you down.
This
So yeah,
may be
individual
painful.
concealment is not great, I guess you could say. Because I really want my sniper right now. 1 codex down.
How many is that now? Position compromised.
Alright, so I guess we'll have to go for the rapid fire here. 74% chance to hit twice. So even if he dodges, hopefully we get it. Good. Big thing is that... Oh, good. He pointed completely the wrong direction. There's a lot of bugs in these final missions I've seen and heard and
Okay, so I got
everything
one.
else. So, like I said, the audio quality, I hate that I'm having to turn this down a little bit. There's an Andromedon who's going to spot us here in a second. He's not going to fire, though, right? Like, we didn't even get the engagement cell there. Alright, this may be a good time for stasis. We definitely have to take you out of concealment. We can definitely hit both of you all, and that'll be good for shredding.
Grenade out.
So let's do that first. This is probably going to be a stasis turn, though. And keep in mind that Redline does have the Mimic Beacon as well. Which the Mimic Beacon might be able to survive both of these. There's your Battle Frenzy. There's Salvo. Now, does reload end the turn with Salvo? Yes, it does. Okay, we'll have to remember that. We could Shred Storm Cannon here. We get some friendly fire. And that's not going to kill anything. So let's go ahead and I mean, who do we take out here? Armor-piercing rounds are good, but I probably should have given her blue screen rounds after all. Who's the bigger problem? Let's see, her lightning hands, she still doesn't have, like, the best chance to hit. Either way. Which, your chance to hit does increase with being leveled up. And he's behind high cover versus no cover. Well, let's give this a shot. Good.
Position compromised.
So what else do we have? 63% to possibly outright kill it. Versus 80%. Let's get the... Let's see if we can do the outright kill. There we go. Good crit.
I got it, right?
Now remember, that does wake up the Andromedon. But we also have two possibilities here. We have stasis, we have domination, we have the mimic beacon. If we dominate 90%, that's the only target we can. Let's go for it. Because that's one less enemy on the map. There we go. So this is as good of a time as any for the Mimic Beacon. Suddenly we've flipped the tables and we have 4 people available here. So because I didn't bring blue screen rounds stupidly, we are going to have to just deal with the Mimic Beacon. Now it doesn't matter where I drop it now, because they don't benefit from cover. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You just fell to your death to throw that. Alright. Okay, so it didn't die, so he could have taken 2 hits. There we go. Let's go ahead and reload.
It's killing time.
Okay. Does not actually have vision, so that's pretty bad. Stasis. Can you put this guy on stasis? Yes. Can we get up here some way? Because that would be lovely. Both for cats and myself. Yeah, let's get up here, because she's going to need all the aim bonus crap she can get. And we're just going to call this a stasis turn, as it were. I want to move too far forward and activate another pod. But this is exactly why we get all of these abilities, right? Let's at least take some shots first. So let's move you. Okay, that goes through the poison. Might as well do some damage to it first. We actually have blazing pinions available. That's fun. So Andromeda Shell. It'd be nice if you hit. There we go, 8 damage. Maybe you'll get a promotion. Alright, and let's stasis. Let's stasis the right target though. It could have been justifiable to stasis Redline as well, but then he won't be targeted and the Andromedon will just go for something else. So now you can't move for a turn. But he's going to stay in his uncovered position too. And that doesn't actually take up a whole action, so we can get in slightly better position, like right here perhaps. We really hope this doesn't trigger another group. Well, we have improved vision, so it shouldn't. Okay, we did reload. Let's go over here. Shouldn't be in the acid cloud. Alright, so now he's wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. We do have the Archon shot. 100% on the Andromeda Shell. Will you earn your last promotion? Wow, all the way off the building. Hope that doesn't bug anything.
I definitely got that one.
Okay, death from above. Very good. Definitely what we like to see. So, like I said before, with all these missions here, we are just going to take our dear sweet time. Especially because of cooldowns here. Amelie, she's pretty good. She has 1 turn on Soulfire, 2 turns on Stasis. So we can send our Archon in to scout just a little bit. The Codex may have been more fun to dominate here, but let's see what we got. Because unfortunately we blew up a lot of our cover there. And that appears to kind of be a dead end. Well, that happens, right? Okay, we got another group. This is what we were kind of afraid of. Alright, now are we going to let the Archon act as mimic beacon here? I think the first thing is that if we have a shot on the Codex, we do, we have a 100% shot on the Codex. 50% chance to crit. Can you do it, cats? Once again, blue screen rounds would have been much better on it. 8 damage, because blue screen rounds would have just outright killed it. So now what do we get? Do we get a clone? Hopefully the clone goes somewhere better than that. Alright, now we do have possibly a decent... No, we don't have a decent long shot. We have a decent Shred Storm shot. Does that hit everybody? I'm not sure if it does. Because that guy's not going to take fall damage. We do have Soul Fire, but only on you. So let's see here. 50%. Okay, for some reason it's not actually showing me his target here. So 55% on you. 55% on you. 50% on you. So we'll save that for a minute. You don't want to keep these guys too terribly close to one another. Is this a decent Void Rift? So it just sucks because I don't think I can hit both of them with how they're positioned. Alright, well, Archon, let's see if we can get the 50% on the Codex. We did not. Alright, we do have one EMP bomb left on you. So things are getting a little dicier now. There's not a lot of great cover out here. Just hate Shred Storming like this. So once again, not being able to hit anything is just a pain in the ass. Not being able to hit with the Soul Fire hurts too. What if we move you up here?
Finally!
You get a second target. Good. Alright, so that Codex is flanked. I could possibly shoot him. 95% for the shot. Let's do it. Wow. A little bit of dodge damage. They did patch dodging. And I think what's going to be best for you, honestly, as fun as it would be to flashbang... Oh. You don't have flashbang. That's an EMP. Oh. I mean, I could EMP around here. It's probably better if I just Overwatch. Except Overwatch is not going to hit the teleportation. So I say we fall back with you.
It's over there.
We just Overwatch this one.
Overwatch.
Kind of a weak move, but hopefully they target the Archon. Here we go. There's the stock doing a little bit of work. It counts.
Not even close.
Now, do we get blazing pinions or do we just get an attack? There we go. Just beat your buddy up. Wow. Okay, we're getting actual battle frenzy on this guy. So teleports. And hopefully you just take a shot. No, we're actually going to void zone. Wow. I'll accept that. Alright, so what does this mean? First off, this means we should be able to soul fire at 100% this Codex.
The tissue melts away.
Thanks, Amelie. So dark! So that's dead.
Who's keeping
Alright, now you have 71%. You could take 256%. I'm not a huge fan of those odds. Let's take a lightning hands on the Archon. Because we do have the height advantage now. Well, it's cats, so I'm not terribly surprised. We just need to do some damage because it's going to be stuck in that muck. Okay, 9 damage is good. Okay, still battle frenzied. We want to actually move our Archon out of this. So that should be good. Alright. 65%, 71%. We're not going to get many better shots than that. I could move up a little bit, but I don't want to increase the target priority here. 8 damage, that means the friendly fire should kill it. Keyword being should. Wow, the Archon still has an action? That does not seem correct. Maybe it's Battle Frenzy. Alright, well, let's go for the 50-50. Okay, well, this damage should kill it anyway. So, alien activity. Whoop! There you go. Like I said, we just need to do some damage to it, not all the damage. Alright, so quick reload. Like I said, that was a little dicier than I would have liked, but we made it out. You never exactly know what's going to happen when you let your codexes run free and your PSYOP has the flashbang. So once again, we just have all the ambient sound in the world, and I did try to adjust it a lot. Okay, we have a free reload here. Probably better to use it at another point, but we're going to use it now. I feel like I should move you up a lot.
Deploying grapple.
Because I'd love to get you up here. But I guess it's safe for now, since there's probably nothing else out
What's
here.
over there?
Because we don't want to be too far away. Her aim's kind of weak enough as is. Alright.
Tired of waiting around.
We'll just Overwatch for now. I haven't kept track of any, but there should be at least 2 more. And they're probably going to be by the actual terminal. So, like I was saying before, this ambient noise is really loud, and the only way that I've been able to cut it out is actually, and I hate having to make this run, but
Good to go.
I feel pretty confident that that pod was all the way over there, so we should be able to do this fairly safely. And we'll go into the network offices, which for some reason, despite a major broadcast, is currently unoccupied. We'll move you up here. Archon, tell us about this network tower.
That's one of their transmitters. They didn't put a whole lot of effort into disguising the alien tech involved.
The design may be a function of the network itself. The amount of psionic energy filtered through that system is beyond measure.
Well, they also won the war, so that would be a reason why. But yeah, I was trying previously to
Got it covered.
take down that volume, and the only thing that could do it was lowering the master volume. Which, if you remember from some earlier episodes of this series, I've had enough issues facing off with the master volume, so hopefully I can make this not so bad.
Moving to Overwatch.
And post-game.
Let's move already.
So let's see here. Is Amelie going to get busted here? I still have the Shredstorm cannon.
Moving to Overwatch.
We do have the Archon up here. And no, we just got the tower. Said I'm pretty sure there's going to be one more group.
Come get some.
Alright, yeah, there's still alien activity on the map. So let's establish ourselves in a better position here.
Going up.
Alright. Is there some actual cover we can hide you behind?
I guess that'll be okay. Overwatch.
And we'll just skip this turn. I really want to see if we can detect a patrol. Okay. Somebody's watching is probably thinking, you already hit the 9 aliens, you get your free sandwich, but I don't think that's what's happened here. Although it's very interesting that this door exploded. But if you... I actually didn't do an XCOM series where I went all the way through, like, the original stuff, but I have, like I said, I've done a playthrough previously where none of my teammates died. And part of the reason for that was I was super cautious like this. Except for running through windows, apparently, or using fake cover.
Scanning.
Okay, so we definitely got some more baddies over here. And if I need an EMP grenade, because it's probably going to be an Andromeda. See if we can peek around the corner here. Nothing yet, okay.
It's over there. Got it covered.
Alright, so it looks like we are going to need to put somebody... Looks like our Sniperino is not going to be as effective out here. So we'll just run you behind the full cover here. As much as I love the height advantage, shooting through walls is not typically your strong suit.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Alright, so we know something's over there. Let's send in the Archon. Can we get the Arch... Okay, I don't know if we can get the Archon to actually hack this.
Target in range. Move to hack the command console.
That'd be pretty funny if we could, but I don't think we can. But considering that move didn't trigger anything, I think we're going to be
Alright, I'll go.
in alright shape. Because I have had instances where the alien activity... There could be some aliens actually running around on top of this, but it's entirely possible that the aliens are just... We're talking about the mind-controlled one. I should have kept a little scorecard. Right, how many actions do you have? Alright, we'll wait. Alright, Redline. You've been through so many missions with us, so you've earned the honors of hacking the workstation.
Sure, why not?
Hack by hand. Tech strength 20. Take control, but guess what? Your hack strength of 20 lets us take control of the network anyway. Oh wow, you actually would have gotten something instant perhaps. So control the broadcast array.
We've got access. Status confirmed. We have control of the network tower. The signal is going out.
That was a fun mission. We didn't even have to kill all the aliens, and we only have one wounded soldier, so we're not going to get a flawless rating, even though we should have, because of the Archon that we dominated. And we actually hurt him before we took control. Well, he did take damage on it. Still, though, that was fun. That was different. I like that, except for the sound mission.
Has cleared the perimeter, sir. Meeting limited resistance.
Well done, Doctor.
Yes, it would appear the feedback pulse is having the intended effect.
Shen, status. Did it work?
Advent assures us this breakthrough will be available to all citizens immediately. We go live to the speaker for more.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years we have put our trust in Advent, in the Elders, because we believed a better future is possible for all. Today, that trust, that belief has been rewarded. Advent peacekeeping forces are traveling across the world, carrying the greatest gift from the Elder. A revolutionary gene therapy, yes, but so much more. This is an end to disease, to decay, to pain. The beginnings of a new tomorrow, available to all of us today. Truly, humanity finally takes its rightful place amongst the stars.
Well, that's good. Poor speaker. Why didn't anyone cut the video feed? I guess they didn't have control of
Don't
it.
stand a chance, Commander.
Oh my god. So after all of that, Kat's still not with a promotion. Well, so it goes. I mean, she didn't want to be promoted. There we go. A few wrecks, a few corpses doesn't do us a lot of good. And now we have our final mission that's coming up next. So that's it for all. This is Asher. Next one's going to be a long one, but a fun one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.